I'm sorry. I could never ever. I mean, solar eclipse. It doesn't matter. I wouldn't. I
Well,
couldn't do it.
and my thing is like, I'm trying to think of a comparison because I really none is coming to mind, but something like a solar eclipse, it's not a recurring annual thing.
No.
So she'll I'm sure her parents would tell the story. Oh, you were born on on a day we had an eclipse going on. It's like, oh, that's cool, but that carries like it's like tattoos. I've seen some people with ridiculous tattoos, and this is like I
Oh
said,
yeah.
this is a horrible comparison, but just bear with me for a minute. Usually when people get a tattoo, it's permanent.
Right.
Like some people consider names permanent. You can get them changed, but you can also get tattooed, lasered off, and it's both are may possibly expensive processes.
Right.
I've never gotten either done, so I don't know. But it's like when you want the idea is with a tattoo is you want to give something unique, but something that kind of holds value or resonates with you, and that you don't mind looking at for the rest of your life. But and I guess maybe the same thing with a name. I mean, I honestly think it is a pretty name. It's unique, but at the same time, it's just not. I don't think that's. I don't want to say appropriate. It's not that it's rude or anything, but it's just not. It's gonna hold no meaning to her. I mean, she's gonna be like, "Oh, great, you named me after an old Mitsubishi coupe." I
Well, and
mean,
it's kind of like there are some, and this is not a great comparison either. But it is kind of the same thing. It's kind of versus the meaning. There's April's aunt
hmm
has a set of triplets,
yeah.
two girls, one boy, and it's Jesse, Becca, and David. Well, Jessie was named after the song Jesse's Girl
hmm
because that was her mom's favorite song, or I think it was like their her mom and her dad's song. And that's cool and all, but she's like, so I'm named after a song.
hmm
And that might be special to her and whatnot. But it's kind of like, okay, well, that's a little bit better,
Yeah.
because that's an actual name. So that's kind of a cool
Because
thing.
you can grow up
But
and like the song
but
yourself.
right,
So
but I feel like sometimes when she talks about it, like that has no meaning to her.
yeah,
It may now,
yeah.
because her father's passed away, but I mean, I'm Aaron.
Yeah.
I literally asked my mom because I heard this joke one day, and I asked my mom. I said, "Why am I named Aaron? Because you could, it was the first name in the dictionary." She goes, "Yep." I said, "You couldn't have even lied. You couldn't have even said like, oh no, we considered her separate." No, yep.
That's okay. My name is unisex, so I
I
mean, I have known
did.
I've known
Yeah, no,
I've known about a handful. I say maybe less than six, but more than like three girls who've been named Logan. I just know that I could never marry them because that would be very confusing.
it's okay. I got there's two people that I work with
hmm
um that are both named Sam.
One's a male, one's a female.
One's a male and one's a
Yep.
female. I mean, we've got like six Sams in our store,
Right.
and none of them go by anything else other than Sam.
hmm
So
You
like
know.
like my friend from Gift, I call her Gifts because this is how we keep them separated. I call her Gifts, and her real name's Samantha. Well, she doesn't want to be called Samantha. She wants to be called Sam. We got a friend in hunting. His name's Sam. It's probably Samuel. He
Yeah.
don't want to be called Samuel. He wants to be called Sam. Now we got two Sams, and yeah, but it's like I'm like, man, could you imagine if they got together and just like got married? How do you, Sam, take you, Sam, to be your lawful? I'd be like, who we talking
It'd
about?
be like wanting to marry me, myself, and
Right, yeah.
I.
No, anyway, so back to the names, like, and this is a cool thought, but like you said, the this girl's gonna grow up, and especially in her teen years, she'll be like, why'd you name me Eclipse?
Yeah.
Well, it was really cool. You were born the day of the eclipse, and we thought it was very special. She'd be like, "Oh, yeah, great." I mean, because a lot of the stupid ones you could even find like nicknames for.
Yeah.
You can't. There's no nickname for Eclipse. What you call
Not
her?
not
E.
not yeah. I say E.
But then
E
people
lips.
E lips.
I don't know. Maybe that's like a
You
rap
call
name.
her Lip.
Yeah.
Like Shameless.
Shameless. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. You could call her Clip.
Cliff.
Oh no, that'd be such a great. But I mean, so all I'm saying is when you're thinking of a name for your son or daughter, or in these days otherwise, um, just keep in mind that they're gonna have to live with this name. Like I love my name Aaron.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks because it doesn't really rhyme with anything, so I can't come up with a really cool DJ name. But except for Aaron,
Hold on, Baron Aaron.
Baron
There you
Aaron,
go.
I like it.
Yep.
And I have yet to think about what my quote unquote radio name could be, or
Mhm.
my DJ name because I DJ with a friend of mine. But I like my name for what it is.
Mhm.
You've got that running joke. You done messed up, Aaron. I've really embraced that. So I like my name. It's a very good name. It's a very it's kind of around. I love it when people spell my name Eirin. I'm like, yeah, because I'm a boy.
If it makes you feel any better, my entire life, my last name, I am doomed to always have to spell that out. as Clarence, people, oh, is that a C? It's a K. Really? How do you
Oh
spell
no, huh? I got you. People go Clingy Smith with a K.
So can they
with a C.
like switch the mentality around? Because I don't know, with me, when I heard your last name was Klingsmith, I immediately thought, oh, C. Maybe it's because I fall in the same boat of being miscategorized for what my last name is spelled with.
Even on my cat, so my first cat Digit, on her name tag it was spelled with a K. And I said, why is it spelled with a K? Because at that point they didn't have the machines that did it.
Yeah.
And it was because they started to print it, and we're like, no, that's a C, and it was already done.
Like, well.
Like, well. But yeah, no, I think it's the same thing. I think we're in the same boat to where yours is spelled with a K, mine's spelled with a C.
Well, and like I know, like when I spelled your name, like I actually wrote it out, and like when I typed your contact info into my phone, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure that's right.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't look right, but I'm pretty sure it is. I'm like, that's how I would spell Clingy Smith.
Right.
But like my name, people go like, oh, is your last name Scottish? I'm like, it's supposed to be German, but I mean, people call me MacLeod all the time.
I think mine originated in Germany because I'm pretty sure
that is a German name.
I'm pretty sure my grandma told me it was originally Kleinschmidt.
Yep.
And so it's originally a German name, but when we came over, or when my family came over and hit Ellis Island, they're like, you're gonna be Clinging Smith.
That's the same with my family. Is my last name originally in Germany was spelled, it was pronounced Claren, which technically is the same pronunciation here. It's just more Americanized with the whole.
Well, and that would be something that you would you would connect with either Ireland or Scotland.
Yeah, and most people say, oh, Claren, like MacLaren.
Yeah.
So I thought that as a kid for a very long time, but it used to be spelled in Germany. It was KLA with they have an umlaut, which is the two little dots over it, and then REN. Well, now it is currently spelled KLAEREN, which is just the kind of English version of how to pronounce the A with an umlaut.
Right.
So my name is technically still supposed to be pronounced Claren, but because of my American dialect and my family's probably been saying it wrong for generations, I just say Claren. People, oh, with a C?
No,
it's not Clarence. It's Clarence.
No, but no. So I'm with you. And the other thing that drives me crazy is it's Clinging Smith.
Mm-hmm.
So it's CLINGING. So they'll be like, "What's your last name?" Clinging Smith. Can you spell that? CLINGING. I got that. No, second ING. They're like, I've got it, and I'm like, no.
I will admit that was me, because I'm like Clinging Smith. I'm like, that is how I said it. So it's not Cling. It's not. Maybe it's Klingsmith. I'm like, no, it's Clinging Smith. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I think it was fairly recently. I typed your name and I was like, hey, is this how you spell your last name? Just trying to pass it off like, yeah, I think I got it right. Did I?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I scored 100%. So
you did. I think I remember that. And I think you did.
It's okay. As a joke to test friendships, I'll usually ask people how to spell my last name. If they get it wrong, I give them crap for at least the next hour or so.
I probably spell it wrong, but I know it's spelled with a K.
It's okay. I have known Tyler for over 5 years now, I think, and he still spells my last name wrong. My girlfriend spells my last name wrong.
See, but I would check with you first, though.
Yep.
So that's the main thing to me. Like, you were like, hey, did I spell that right?
Mm-hmm.
That way, people don't walk up to me. Hey, it's Klingsmith.
No, it's hilarious.
And I'm like, no. Clinging Smith.
It's hilarious. Just on the fly, I'll just ask like my girlfriend, or mostly Tyler, my girlfriend, are victims to my spell my last name comment. I'll just randomly, we'll be sitting there talking about nothing related. I'll just be like, hey, spell my last name. And then you just like see like the oh crap, kind of goes in their face. Like, I don't really know if I'm not. There's no confidence in anyone's spelling of my last name.
Right. Yeah, no. Anyway, but back to the Eclipse name. Like, it's cool to be unique. Like,
Hmm.
my aunt, she named her son Liam, which is
Yeah.
a different way of spelling William.
Hmm.
And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. You
Yeah.
know, that's cool. Naming your kid Brownie,
It
not not
and
not so much
and
cool.
I guess the best way I'm thinking about it is there's a difference between being unique and then just being plain obscure.
Yes.
Because I mean, I get that it's very creative. I'm sure she'll have like maybe probably no peers with that exact same name. Unless maybe some child was born in the same circumstance. But like I said, it's not like a recurring thing every year or every like 5 to 10 years. I mean, eclipses. I'm no astronomer. Don't know much about the science behind them, but typically they only happen like every few years. I know there's been a few we've seen in our lifetime that won't happen for another 100 years.
Right.
So, I mean, obviously she's a new generation, so she could potentially live to 150 years old. Who knows? By the time she's old enough to get good health care and stuff like that.
I thought the
So
eclipse happened like every 7-ish years.
it's like there's like different kinds of eclipses, I guess. There's like the solar, lunar, all these different
Right, right, right.
kinds of stuff, and I mean, and like I said, I'm
Well,
no
the solar eclipse I think happens once every 7 years. I think somebody told
yeah.
me. And the lunar eclipse, that's the one that you can watch with your bare eyes because it's not going to hurt you. The solar
We,
eclipse, it's because it's going over
that's
the
what we
sun.
had last week with the
Yeah,
solar eclipse,
yeah.
right? Okay, because I was the
Be-
idiot.
That's the one where the moon goes over the sun,
Yeah.
but you can't stare at it.
See,
And I'm
I'm
trying to
the
remember why. I know you got to make like either like a custom-made cool little box, or you got
yeah,
to buy the
yeah.
glasses.
It's okay. I'm the dork that walked outside my apartment and looked right up into the sky at the sun. Like, oh, I can't really see it. So
I use my phone. I sat in my car because I was working that day. I sat in my car and everybody is outside with their smartphones and they stare at their smartphone, which stares at that, which gets rid of it. It's kind of like welding. You
right,
can't watch
yeah,
welding in person,
yeah.
but on TV it's fine. It's kind of the same thing.
That's okay. I'm the idiot that's gonna go blind in like the next 7 years. I'm gonna stare. I'm gonna stare at a solar eclipse for like the whole time. Be like, oh well, I guess I can't feel my eyes now,
Right.
or see out of them.
Talk about not being able to feel anything. There was this picture that's on this on a Facebook page, and it looks like it's called the Salty Soldier. So don't know what that's all about, but there's a funny meme on there that they've got. I don't know if it's technically a meme. It's a picture with text above it. But either way, it's a picture of a dude like almost like a monsoon looking thing,
Hmm.
and you just see this dude with a shotgun, and it says Native Texas holds front line against Hurricane Harvey, and it's just him holding a shotgun. I'm like, dude, you better run. That's not gonna do
He's his
anything.
own version of Rambo. What he really needs is a giant pool to catch all the water. And I can't remember which comedian I'm stealing this from. I know I saw it fairly recently. As someone said a joke about it. They're talking about how there was I don't think it was this recent hurricane, but this was probably an older clip. But it was talking about this like 53-year-old guy who I think was in Florida during one particular hurricane. He said that he was going to keep himself in peak physical condition so that he could tie himself to a tree and wait out the hurricane.
Oh, I remember you saying something, or that was a story recently or something. Because I think it was either you or Lucas, and I want to say it was Lucas because he was really funny about it.
Yeah, it might. It
Was
probably
talking
him,
about
yeah.
it, because we were talking about how he was like, there's maybe you were on the show when he was talking about this, but he's like, it's not the wind that kills you,
Yeah.
it's the things flying through the.
It doesn't matter how in shape you are. If you got like a 2x4 sticking out your chest.
Well, and he had said he's like, if you get a Rolls Royce that runs over you, you're not.
That's what it was. Whoever the comedian said something about a Volvo hitting you in the head. Like, you're not going to win against a Volvo. I'm like, no, you really won. You win
Right.
against a Pontiac, for crying out loud.
Right. Yeah, no, I remember that. I think it was Lucas that said that because we were talking about, maybe you were on the show when we did that.
I know it was within the past like month or two, and I heard that and thought that was actually kind of funny, and I'm like, I'll have to remember that to steal that joke in the
Yeah,
future.
if you've got a Volvo coming at you, doesn't matter how healthy you are, you're not surviving that.
I don't care how many sit-ups you can do. None of this is original, by the way. I'm trying to horribly paraphrase this comedian, so none of the stuff I've said about this joke is my own material.